Thursday. Finally, Thursday. Holy cow. Hoping everybody's having a good week this week. I have something very special for you guys, especially if you're Harry Potter fans. I'm assuming a good amount of people here are Harry Potter fans, because that's how the world works. I'm actually really liking this song. Never heard this one. Swadine, what does FFG stand for, dude? I tried Googling it, nothing came up. I'm just trying to remember how many Essential Tennis player main characters are there. As of, let's say, July of 2020. By main characters, I mean, like, you know, they played on the court in a singles type of format. Luke, what's up, man? Ethan Ito, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. How are you doing? Cool, I haven't heard this one either. Man. Pulling out the jams. What's up, Wade Bryant? Hi, bye. What's up, dude? I'm a wizard, Harry? Oh, what's that one meme? This one. Yeah, clay's my favorite surface. Oh, I'm good. Dude, Luke, your girlfriend's awesome. Harry Potter is one of the best stories ever told in recent memory. So, this one...
You're a lizard, Harry.
You're a lizard, Harry. Yeah, it's, I think if I have time, I'll review it this weekend. Or at least do the initial playtest for the Lacoste tennis shoes, Wade Bryant. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're a blizzard, Harry. Oh, BuzzFeed. Nope, no Pinterest. You're a blizzard, Harry. It's a good one. Let's give it another 5 minutes. You guys have any questions for me? I've been so busy with life lately. Work's been taken off. What's up, Rajan Desai? Good vibes from Texas? Your thesis, Rajan, are you master's or PhD? What's the weather like in Texas right now? 5 minutes till we get started. I'm the sorting hat. I'm the sorting hat. You might think I'm a Ravenclaw because I'm wearing a Whitewater Warhawk shirt, which is a bird, but I'm actually not a Ravenclaw. What's up, Benwin? Statistics. Are you using any programming languages, Rajan Desai? Because I think R is a good statistical scientific programming language. I read a little bit into it, but I'm a applications programmer, not a scientific one. Nice. I'm jealous of you, Wade and Rajan. It was only 55 degrees here today. Yeah, Python's legit. I use that about 80% of the time in my desk job right now. Python is super legit. See, I shaved this morning. So thank you, Clay Martin. Thank you. Yeah, maybe I should move to Texas. Man. Rajan Desai, my opinion is learning with your with hands-on experience is going to be a lot more useful than any academia for programming, in my opinion. 90s in Tampa, man. I haven't been to a Bucks game ever since they went to the Pfizer Forum, their new stadium. I went to a few Bucks games when it was the old Bradley Center back in the day. What's up, Scott Healy? Rajan Desai, you gotta conceal or just gotta open carry on a tennis court, right? In case your opponent makes a bad line call. Is that how it works in Texas? Yeehaw! Now I'm pretty happy with my string machine, John Mack. I had to recalibrate it, and I'm talking with one of the owners of Tennis Head, because there are some things like the string slips a little bit, which shouldn't happen, but it does happen every now and then. But I'm happy with my string machine right now. It served me well. Congrats, local tennis player. Accounting? Are you a U.S. public accountant? I know you guys got hit pretty hard because of the pandemic, everything being pushed back. What's up, Aliyef Abdullah? Wait, Brian, I have a video on tying knots. It's part of the learning how to string thing. So take a look at that. It's on my channel. No, I'm not gonna. Okay, let's put it this way. Tennis Warehouse kind of has a target behind my back because of several reasons that I'm not going to get into in this live stream. I'm not going to fuel the fire. I think I've done enough, and I don't regret it. But I'm not going to fuel the fire anymore until some things have been settled down. Steven, if price was the same or not a factor, I would still hit with the Black Knight over the RPM Blast, no doubt. Yeah, I can't wait for part 2 tomorrow either, Scott Healy. It's been it's been a roller coaster ride for the first part of MEP versus Sean. Howdy, yeah, there are adult 18 and over USTA men's and women's leagues that are happening right now, all from the 3-0 to through the 4-5 range. I believe they start in late May. My first match at 4-5 18 and over state league is late May. Yeah, I played matches on clay. Clay's actually my preferred surface. Nick Boozy. What is Cyclone Tour? I've heard of Cyclone, but not Cyclone Tour. Oh, it's twisted. That's the only difference, apparently. I'll put on the backlog. Why not? All right. Are you guys ready for me to sort the main characters of Essential Tennis into their respective Harry Potter, specifically Hogwarts houses? Wait, Cyclone Tour is softer than the Cyclone regular? I'll be the judge of that. All right, Rajan, kick ass on that thesis, man, my man. Okay, so let's get to it. Luke, if you're planning to play tennis the rest of your adult life, I would say that's a good investment. Clay, I've never had elbow issues specifically for adding lead tape to a racket of mine. I have not. Wait, Brian, if you're switching to a hybrid string setup, make sure that the polyester is going to be soft so you don't have any arm problems. Okay, what character... Guys, what character out of the Essential Tennis universe, Adam, Alex, Cole, Ian, Ira, yours truly, Ben, Mike, Scott, Sean, or Topher should I start with first? By the way, so I don't trigger anybody, this is my opinion only. I have, for this video, I will try my best to not bias the 4 houses because I do play favorites on Hogwarts houses, but I'm not going to bias it. I'm going to bias it based on their on-court playstyle in singles. These characters' on-court playstyle in singles. Their demeanor on the court and on camera. Nothing to do with their personal life. And overall, just like vibe while they're playing tennis. Okay, so it's nothing to do for them personally. It's just my opinion. While they're on the Essential Tennis arena, what houses these main characters fall into. I just want to clarify that. Do Ian first. Okay. So, the Ian, who is the founder and head professional tennis instructor at Essential Tennis. I'm doing Ian first. I just kind of have to, LEF, sorry. Ian should be last. Okay, hold on. Should Ian be first or last? Apparently there's no in between. Should Ian be first and last, chat? Let me know. Last, first. Okay, a first went to last. Second last. Okay, so I will go last. Actually, I'll go first. This is pretty obvious if you guys have been following me. If you really think I'm a Ravenclaw, then you and I need to have a serious talk on Discord. But I am most definitely a Slytherin. No doubt about it. Why wouldn't I be a Slytherin based on my personality on the court? Please. I would love to hear your disagreements in a constructive way. Bring it. I honestly think the Sorting Hat would totally do me dirty and put me into Hufflepuff. But if that were to actually happen, that would be the second worst thing. So it's not. It would be the second worst, not the worst house to be in my opinion. There's one house that I would seriously consider transferring out of Hogwarts if I actually got placed there, but more on that later. Freeze, how the hell am I a Hufflepuff? How? Do I value hard work? Actually, kind of. Patience? Absolutely not. Justice? Kind of. Loyalty? Absolutely not. On the tennis court? Absolutely not loyal. At all. You see how many times I switch rackets and strings? It's crazy. Okay, with that out of the way, because yours truly is definitely a Slytherin, as I crack open another tall boy. Who's next? Bevo Byrne, I got this from a Harry Potter wiki or whatever. I just copied and pasted. The great tag is here. Okay. Let's do... I broke... Wait, Luke Bentley, so you're saying I'm a Slytherin with the biggest reason being I broke or totally just ruined Ian's right ankle. So, like, according to, you know, the Harry Potter wiki, Slytherin values ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness. Are you saying I'm meant to do that? Yeah, John Mack, I'd be pissed. I would be absolutely infuriated if some old geezer of a principal always put Gryffindor as winning the House Cup at the end of the year. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd be so pissed. Okay. Let's do... Who should I do next? Tanya Harding, help me. No. It's horrible. How many time? How many time? Jerzy Janowicz. How many time? And Keith, Maganlal, I have not tried the VCore Pro 97 HD. No! I did not do that on purpose. Absolutely not. Okay. Seriously, chat, who should I do next? We're doing Ian last. So pick one for me. Adam, Alex, Cole, Ira, Ben, Michael, Scott, Sean, or Topher? Okay, we'll do... We will do... Okay, let's do Mike. Let's do Michael. All right. So Michael, obviously, probably the biggest hitter overall on the Essential Tennis this lineup, right? See, he went to Whitewater with me. Sorry, he went to Whitewater, but not with me. I'm about 6 years older than him, so I missed him by 2 or 3 years. He doesn't back off from the baseline too much. Like, he plants his feet on the baseline based on my match with him and what I've seen him play with Cole, and outside of Essential Tennis as well. You know what? And he does yell "come on" a lot, right? He's kind of like Leighton Hewitt. I would say Michael is a Gryffindor. Do you guys agree? Raj Cool 13. I got a copyright strike, and I'm dealing with legal litigations of that. So yeah, that's what happened with it. Yeah, Tennis Warehouse, let's just say didn't like it at all. What's the Chad version of Harry Potter? The Chad version of Harry Potter? Victor Crumb. I would say Victor Crumb is like the Giga Chad of the Harry Potter universe. Victor Crumb, wow. You guys are not going to forgive me of that slip. Was a Bulgarian wizard? No, he is a Bulgarian wizard. He attended Durmstrang Institute, the chattest wizarding school of all time. Absolute Chad, the Chad Institute. He's the seeker for the Bulgarian national Quidditch team at the age of 18 while he's in school. That's crazy. Yeah, this guy's a Chad. Victor was part of the Durmstrang delegation that traveled with Igor. Oh yeah, Igor. Igor is the Chad version of Dumbledore, as what's his name? As Draco Malfoy would put it. So, oh, is it only guys? And then John Mack, is it only guys for Durmstrang? And then for girls, it would be the French school, right? That did the Triwizarding tournament. But here's the thing. I still think it's Chad because imagine all the testosterone just like floating up and down the hallway. All the wizard magical testosterone. I still think that's Chad. Still think that's Chad. Meanwhile, Cedric was getting all the hot babes. Ah. Okay, but you gotta admit, Victor Crumb getting Hermione Granger, that was kind of a Chad move, right? Chad and Stacy. Chad and Stacy. Okay, next up. Let's see. Who should I put next? I'm gonna choose. Let's see. Let's go with Adam. Right? Adam. So Adam is definitely like a pure baseline grinder. Or you want to do Topher? Alex? Topher? I wanted to do Adam. Okay. We'll do Topher Megamind. Topher. Let's see. He's got an all-around game. I'll stick with Megamind. We'll do Topher. He's got an all-around game. Pretty clean game. Unfortunately, he just got wrecked by Ian that one match because Ian was on fire. Topher's a good player, but Ian just totally wrecked him. That's a tough one. Because I'm literally torn between three houses for Topher. I don't want to vocalize it because I want to make a decision. I think Topher is barely a Hufflepuff. This might be my most controversial one. I almost put him in Ravenclaw, and then kind of almost put him in Slytherin. He's definitely not a Gryffindor because he's not like super vocal. I think he's a Hufflepuff because even though he's got an all-around game, he really doesn't like go for it on the tennis court. He likes to stand in the baseline and kind of grind. And I almost put him in Ravenclaw because he's studying to become a doctor, right? But again, I specifically stated this is not anything to do with their personal life or what they do outside of tennis. It's like what they do on the tennis court, what they did at Essential Tennis, right? So I'm gonna put him at Hufflepuff. Barely, but still Hufflepuff. Okay, so let's do let's see. James Haldeman, you're stuck on Topher. Is he a strategic player? He's patient. That's the reason why I put him in Hufflepuff. He's very patient from the baseline. He doesn't, in my opinion, from my experiences of watching him play or play against him or hit with him, he really doesn't really go for it as much as he probably should, in my opinion. So I'm putting him in Hufflepuff. Ooh, let's see if these Asics tennis shoes are in yet. So I want this specific color to use my coupon on. But they don't have it in my size. Boo. Yeah, okay, so let's go with who's next. Let's go with oh man, I'm seeing like at least 2 possible houses for the rest of these people here. Luke Penley, thank you, but no thank you. I like the smirk though. I love you no, for that smirk. Okay. Let's go with the Ira, okay? Let's go with Bearded Wonder. The 8th wonder of the world, the Bearded Wonder. So, I know what you're thinking. He should probably be in Gryffindor. Because he's an absolute Chad, right? With a beard. And he's also like 6'3". I don't think he's Gryffindor. I definitely don't think he's Gryffindor. This one might surprise you, but let me explain, right? So he might display he's Hagrid without the gut. Nick Guzzi. He might display courage and bravery because, you know, he goes for it on his forehand and serve. But here's the thing. He knows what weapons he has. He knows what weapons he doesn't have. He knows when he should pull the trigger. You guys know exactly where I'm going with this now, right? I personally think Ira is a Ravenclaw because he knows his big weapons and he strategizes on it. But here's the thing. I don't think James, based on his game style, I don't think Ira is like a tricky type of player. So if you guys had played like Mario Tennis, he wouldn't be like Boo. He wouldn't be a tricky type of tennis player. He's more of a power player. And most of you might think that that's a Gryffindor thing because of the courage and bravery. But he knows his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. That's why I put him in Ravenclaw. Do you guys agree with that? Discuss that, because I gotta break the seal. Be right back. Yeah, James, that's my reasoning behind it. So like, these are getting tough for me, right? These are getting tough for me. What's up? Yeah, hey Monday, I be doing the peeing. Absolutely. Gotta cleanse my system from all the toxins I put into it. For your entertainment. Okay. And who should I do next? Alright, first person to respond to who I should place next as a Sorting Hat, I'll do. Baotang, some of my favorite hybrid setup, in all honesty, is ISO speed baseline control on the mains and Wilson Sensation or Prince Synthetic Out with Duraflex on the crosses. Okay, MEP is gonna be an easy one, right? You might think he's a Ravenclaw, and I don't think he is. I think he's right along with yours truly in the basement-dwelling Slytherin because, my goodness, all that cunning and resourcefulness given his toolkit as a tennis player and his witty comments on the camera, he just plants just an emotional seed in the back of your head. And right when you think you are about to win the game, like holding the serve or holding a break, or converting the break, that bomb he planted on the back of your head, bam. And next thing you know, you're shaking his hand. And you didn't win. MEP is a Slytherin. I wouldn't necessarily say for the ambition. I think the ambition kind of falls into my portion of Slytherin. But it's actually more the resourcefulness, in my opinion. Yeah, resourcefulness and cunning, I would agree. Yeah, Megamind, I would say that, like, that's why I said, like, I could see him being Ravenclaw, but I think he's more resourcefulness than wit or intelligence. I'm not saying he's an unintelligent guy. He's a smart dude. He trades stocks, apparently, like, on the fly, and he's very profitable on it. But I think the resourcefulness is, like, the biggest factor here, and then the cunning. Yeah, I got tats. I'm tatted. No dark mark, though. Let's put it that way. All right, next. Let's go with Ooh. All right, chat. Who should I go? Who should I go with? Adam? Oh, I'm getting Cole. Alright, Cole. Alright, so Cole. Young gun. Undefeated on the singles tennis court in ET. Ooh. No, it is hard. That's why I'm discussing with you guys. Okay, let's at least, like, vocalize the fact that Cole is not a Gryffindor, Cole is not a Slytherin, right? Can we agree on that? Can we agree on those 2 points? No, I don't think Cole's a Gryffindor. I don't think Cole's a Slytherin. Cole grinds you down. Like, I was physically exhausted after 5 games with him. James, I don't think Cole is a Gryffindor. I will definitely agree Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw. Okay. I made a decision. I think Cole suits Ravenclaw the best. And hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Yes, Cole's a very hard worker. He's a workhorse, right? But he's also self-aware enough that he knows he's a grinder from the baseline, right? He will not miss. And because he knows that, he will use that to his advantage to just tear you apart bit by bit on the singles tennis court. I wouldn't say necessarily wisdom or wit, but definitely with the high tennis IQ that he does and the learning, right? So he eventually picked up that I was slicing my backhand way too many times. And eventually, even though I hit my forehand pretty heavy against him, eventually my forehand was going to break down because of my lack of fitness. So I would say Cole is a Ravenclaw, but I definitely understand why you might think he might be a Hufflepuff, but I think he leans more towards Ravenclaw. What's up, Swadeen? I'm a UTR9. What up? All right, chat, who's next? Oh, J.K. Rowling doesn't know these characters like I know these characters. We're saving Ian for last. Swadeen, I did play Ian. Let's just say he defaulted at the end. Megamind's a little bit angry I did that. Oops. I get my lo-fi from YouTube Music. Search Harris Heller on either Spotify or YouTube Music. It's good lo-fi. Alright. We're doing Scott, aka Angry Old Man, next. And I think this one's pretty easy. And Scott, if you disagree with me, we'll have beers if you're watching this in retrospect. I think Scott exemplifies Gryffindor qualities the best. Gryffindor. Because he will rip the ball, right? He will tear your head off if you leave a second serve in his strike zone on his forehand and he anticipates it well. He will go for it. Scott is definitely not a Slytherin in my opinion. He's witty, but that's like the only Slytherin. That's the only Slytherin trait he's got. Everything else is most definitely, in my opinion, Gryffindor. Most definitely Gryffindor. So you guys agree with Scott being Gryffindor? The gumption? What does gumption mean? Shrewd or spirited initiative and resourcefulness. I mean, that could be Slytherin based on resourcefulness. But we're sticking with Gryffindor. Okay. We have 4 more left. Let's go with Scott is Dumbledore? No, like, here's the thing. I know Dumbledore's a Gryffindor, right? And that's perfectly okay. What a pushover. That's okay. But, like, if you're talking about the beard, bro, you're talking about the beard. Ira's Gryffindor. Okay, let's talk about Adam. This one, in my opinion, was pretty easy. I think Adam's a Hufflepuff, right? Super calm demeanor. Super patient. And obviously, justice and loyalty really doesn't apply to the tennis court. So I can't comment on that. But, like, he will grind and run everything down from the baseline. Okay, let's just say he's loyal to running everything down, right? Yeah. Stephen W., really? Ravenclaw? I think Ravenclaw would be second bet for you. I think he's Hufflepuff by a good margin. Yeah. James, I agree. I think James is Hufflepuff. Yeah, Pensu, I'm 100% Slytherin. 100%. We got 3 more, guys. 3 more to go. Oh, Steve Chaucer, that's absolutely a self-diagnosis. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, guys. Ian is here. Ian. They voted that you're last. So you are last. You are the finale. Ian, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm doing these characters, these main characters from Essential Tennis. I'm doing a Dungeons and Dragons crossover on Sunday. So Dean, just do as many UTR events as you can within your area, given your resources. That's the best way I can describe it to you. Ian, they dubbed you the godfather of YouTube tennis. So I don't know. I mean, it's a compliment, but like that makes you seem old, even though you're definitely not old. So I don't know how you're gonna take away from that. Okay, so we're definitely doing Ian. Let me know, because I already kind of made up my mind of what you are. Ian, let me know what you think in the chat. And also, chat, also let me know what you think Ian is. Ian, let me know what you think you are in the chat, based on the description I have at the middle bottom of this screen. Please let me know. Let's go with Alex next. So Alex, all right. I would honestly think that there's very few of you watching this right now, whether it's live on this live stream. By the way, I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays. Link down in the description below if you guys haven't caught on to that already. I think Alex is most definitely, like, literally, like, a poster child for nothing else than Gryffindor. Like, he's courageous, he's brave, he's got nerve. Chivalry, I have no idea because it's a tennis court. But my goodness, that self-coaching and that boisterousness and just the gall and the guts he has, especially the self-coaching. How else would it be? How else would Alex not be Gryffindor? Please let me know. How is Alex not a Gryffindor? I don't get it. He's like clear. Yes, I'm actually going to send this to Alex. I have his contact information. I'm going to send this to Scott, who is a very good friend of Alex. I'm going to send him this information because there's no other house that Alex would be housed in other than Gryffindor. It's so obvious. Other than me being Slytherin. No, Stephen W. Self-coaching vocally is Gryffindor. Self-coaching internally is Ravenclaw. Second to last, Sean. By the way, if you guys haven't already, click set reminder on Essential Tennis's upcoming video tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time for the second part of literally Sean versus MEP. Part 2 of Sean versus MEP premieres at 9 a.m. Central Time. Go on Essential Tennis and hit set reminder for that wonderful match that Essential Tennis has produced for you guys. Let's go with Sean. Sean was very, very almost like introverted when he was playing against Ian. And part of that was because, you know, it's his first time at the Essential Tennis Court. I mean, who wouldn't be scared of playing or be at least a little bit nervous playing in literally one of the most famous tennis courts in the world, which actually is like 10 minutes from me somewhere in Wisconsin, which is nuts. Thank you, Ian. Megamind, I highly disagree. I think Sean, based on his demeanor, I've actually never met him in person because we never overlapped our presence in the Essential Tennis Court. I think Sean is a Hufflepuff. He's one of the nicest guys in the world, it seems like, at least through camera. And I think he actually is a nice guy based on what Scott and Ian have told me, right? I think Sean is a Hufflepuff. He's very loyal. Well, I mean, he's very patient, but in all honesty, he's starting to hit more aggressive. He seems like he's dramatically improved since the first time he was on the Essential Tennis. He's going for shots. It seemed like when he was playing Ian in the very first match at Essential Tennis, you know, 4 or 5 months ago, he was just kind of pushing. But now Sean is going for it. I'm like, good for you, dude. Good for you. Super nice guy, Ian. Thank you. Super nice guy. Super hard worker. He loves the sport of tennis, just like any of us. And he's very patient. But he's less patient now, based on part 1 of MEP, as he should be, because he's going for shots. He's cracking it. He's hitting like, you know, like a mid-level 4-5 when he sets his feet and he anticipates well. But I still think Sean is a Hufflepuff. He can turn me into a road. Okay, he's gonna turn me into a piece of pavement. Leo Riccone, I know. Yes, I know that was a typo. Don't worry. I'm giving you some grievance. Okay. The main event. The one you have all been waiting for. The godfather of YouTube tennis. The literal creator of the Essential Tennis cinematic universe. The one that has brought all of us together, not only on my stream, on my YouTube channel, but the one that has brought us together on YouTube videos, tennis instruction, and just the overall tennis community that we are all a part in. What do you guys think? I think Ian is. Ian, are we gonna put Ian, send me a Facebook message. I'll actually flip my phone over, Ian. I'll legitimately flip my phone over right now. And I want you to message Yumi and Scott. What you think you are in the Harry Potter house. Alright. Philip Beal, stop breaking up that fact. I did not break his ankle. He just tore a few ligaments based on his diagnosis. Ian, did you message me? Oh, Ian's not a Harry Potter guy. Okay, okay. But based on the description, Ian, message me. Okay, so Gryffindor values courage, bravery, nerve, chivalry, aka guts, right? We're just gonna go head on and just do the best you can and just go balls to the wall. Hufflepuff. Hard work, patience, justice, loyalty. Are you going to put your nose to the grindstone? Are you going to stay loyal to your friends? Will you be their cornerstone when everything is in doubt? Ravenclaw. Intellect, learning, wisdom, and wit. Are you creative? Can you solve complex problems in the simplest of ways? Can you influence other people based on introspection of their thoughts and yours? Slytherin. Ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness. Can you get the job done when things are all against you? And can you come out on top? That's the question. So, let's break it down bit by bit. All right, Ian's gonna message me. No doubt, Ian. By the way, Ian, like, don't like take this personally. This is obviously just a crossover, so don't. Please don't cancel me. So Ian does value ambition, cunning, obviously leadership, and resourcefulness. Obviously, why would Essential Tennis be where it's at now? Right? Why wouldn't you be? But that's not what I see most on the tennis court from him. As both someone that I'm commentating on when I'm high up in my soapbox, or that's not what I see. Sorry, and that's also not what I see when I'm playing against him when he's across the net from me, either in a singles match situation or just a drilling situation. I don't think Ian exemplifies the attributes of a Slytherin the most out of these four. Okay? So, in my opinion, Ian is not a Slytherin because of those facts. All right. Ian is obviously courageous, brave as hell. He's got nerve putting himself in front of a camera as a day-to-day job and getting hateful messages on the daily. Something I'm starting to experience myself. And that's okay. That's part of the YouTube life, right? He has all those values. But as a tennis player, looking across the net, based on his play style, I don't think Ian would be placed in Gryffindor. So, chat. That leaves us with two possibilities. Two possibilities left. Be right back. And vote. All right, you guys voted. Ooh. Not what I expected. Okay. Not what I expected at all. Can I get a drum roll, please, in the chat? A drum roll, please. Chair? What's chair? Thank you, Luke Penley, for that gracious drum roll. I think that Ian from Essential Tennis the godfather of tennis on YouTube, apparently. I think, based on what I know about him on the tennis court, Ian is... It's a close one. Ian is... just barely, but in my opinion, most definitely, a Ravenclaw. So let me tell you why. Yes, Ian is obviously hardworking. He's very... Actually, I don't think... Patience actually might not be a good thing when it comes to YouTube. I don't think patience is actually a good thing on YouTube, because yes, you want to have enough patience to, you know, have good editing to time it right. But for the most part, I think patience is actually bad. You want to get it done to a certain quality, but you want to get it done, right? Because you want to get it out for views. Intelligence, learning. Dude, Ian and his team has had to learn so freaking much in order to make Essential Tennis what it is today. Absolutely. They had to learn so much. Absolutely. And that is the biggest thing. Learning and intelligence. He had to learn how to navigate the scary, scary world of YouTube. Like, here's the thing. Like, seriously. I first stumbled upon Essential Tennis when I was a junior in college, because I wanted to hit a forehand like Roger Federer, right? So I'm like, okay, Roger Federer forehand, slow motion, because why not? And literally 2012? Oh no, that was a little bit after that. Could have sworn. While ago. All right. I guess I was a 22-year-old at 2013. But I want to learn how to hit a forehand like Roger Federer. Obviously, it didn't work out because I'm not Roger Federer. But the idea that Ian took his crew at the time and did something no one did before, like literally film HD slow motion, the greatest of all time, just warming up in this quality of a video in Indian Wells. There's no way you could do this without the idea of, okay, yes, I need to be cunning. Yes, I need to be ambitious. But like most of all, it's intelligence and learning. This is what introduced me to Essential Tennis a long, long time ago. And little did I know, he's literally 10 minutes away from me. And I will be forever grateful for that little coincidence. Well, Ian, dude, once everything becomes more normalized, hire me. Let's go to these Grand Slams. Let's go to these ATP 1000s. Why not? Like, no one has filmed stuff like that. No one has back in the day. It's nuts. Online tennis instruction, like, you know, 7 years ago. Oh, I do remember this one. I remember Nadal with the purple top. Look at that. Michael Trice, bro, you're a Gryffindor. Bro, you're a Gryffindor. Well, the media people are jealous, Ian. The media people are absolutely jelly of what you're able to accomplish. Ian, literally, give me a camera, and I'll just go in there unassuming. My favorite, Samuel Ewan, my favorite pro tennis player to watch is Shea Su Wei. Shea Su Wei at this point in time. Just look at that. That's so clear. And this is 7 years ago. This is when Nadal had a full head of hair. Oh, is Nadal using Babolat overgrip? I might have to ban him. Check your message. Yeah, you guessed it right. I owe you a pizza or whatever. Fine. Pizza. Alright, guys. If you have enjoyed this video and enjoyed hanging out with me and Ian, even though Ian's only been here for 15 minutes, please do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already for more original tennis content. And keep in mind, part 2 of MEP versus Sean premieres tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. So while you business people, me included, are prepping for your work meetings and looking at your Excel files, you could be watching some high quality production, amateur level tennis. And I highly, highly suggest you do. And as always, with much love, happy hitting.